All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about one of the most powerful, game-changing tools for anyone doing business online, the sales funnel. We're going to break down the blueprint for creating a system that literally sells for you 24/7, and we're going to do it step by step.
So let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever been scrolling online, seen an ad for a free guide or a checklist, downloaded it, and then, a little while later, you ended up buying a product from that same company? Well, if you're nodding your head yes, congratulations, you've already been through a sales funnel. And here's the best part, and I really mean this. This isn't some super complex secret only for the top marketing gurus. Nope, it's a totally practical system that anyone, and I mean anyone with an idea or a service, can start building today.
So here's our roadmap. First, we'll get clear on what this sales machine really is. Then, we'll build it together, piece by piece, going through the 3 core steps: how to attract an audience, how to nurture their trust, and then how to convert that trust into a sale. And you're going to want to stick around for the end, because we're going to cover a pro-level secret that most people totally miss.
Okay, first things first, the sales machine. What in the world are we even talking about when we say the words sales funnel? A sales funnel is so much more than just a page on a website. Think of it as a strategic, carefully designed journey. It's built to take someone from that very first moment they even hear about you, all the way to becoming a happy, paying customer, and hopefully a fan for life.
The best way to think about it is like this. It is your business's very own automated sales machine. For real. Once you set it up, you flip the switch, and it just works for you. Around the clock, bringing in leads, and making sales even when you're sleeping.
So, of course, every machine needs fuel to run. And for our sales machine, that fuel is people. So let's jump into step 1, how we attract the right kind of people into our funnel. And notice I said the right kind of people. The goal here isn't just to get clicks or random visitors. It's about attracting qualified traffic. We want people who are genuinely struggling with the exact problem that your product or service is built to solve. Those are the people who will actually make it through the funnel. So how do we do it? Well, it all starts with what we call lead generation. It's a simple value exchange. You offer something incredibly helpful for free. This is called a lead magnet. It could be a PDF guide, a quick video tutorial, whatever. In return for that value, your visitor gives you their email address. And that email? That is the golden key that starts the relationship. Okay, so you've got their email. Awesome. Now we get to what is, without a doubt, the most important part of this entire process: building real, genuine trust. You see, once someone gives you their email, the absolute worst thing you can do is let that lead go cold. The whole game changes now. It's no longer about attraction, it's about nurturing. This is where you use email to build a real connection, to educate them, and to position yourself as an authority they can count on. And just to be clear, this is not about spamming people with sales pitches. Not at all. Every single email you send should have a purpose. You're teaching them something new to build your authority. You're sharing success stories to build social proof. You're slowly but surely creating a desire for your solution by showing them what's possible. It's all about proving your value before you ever ask for a dime. You know, it really just boils down to this simple truth. At the end of the day, even with all this cool automation, people buy from people. People they know, they like, and they trust. This nurturing part of the funnel is where you inject your personality, your voice, your authenticity into the machine. All right, so you've done the work. You've built that foundation of trust. You've created that desire. Now it's time to present your offer. And this, my friends, is the most delicate and the most decisive part of the whole funnel. This all goes down on your sales page. This is it, the moment of truth. This is the single page where your lead, who you've warmed up and built a relationship with, decides, am I pulling out my credit card or am I clicking away? Everything you've done has been leading to this very moment. You know, a really great sales page is kind of like a great conversation. It has to hook them right away with a powerful headline. It makes them feel totally understood by describing their problem perfectly. And then it presents your product as the hero, the perfect solution. It's all about showing the transformation, the benefits, not just a list of boring features. Then you back it all up with proof from other people and make your call to action so clear and so irresistible that it feels like the most natural next step in the world.
And if you want to give your offer that extra little nudge, you can layer in some proven psychological triggers. Things like scarcity, a limited time discount, for example, that creates urgency. Social proof, like showing how many people have already bought, that builds trust. And a solid guarantee, that completely removes all the risk for the customer, which makes saying yes a whole lot easier.
Now here's where we get to that pro tip I mentioned. Most people think that once the sale is made, ding, 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 the funnel is over. That is a huge, huge mistake. The best funnels, they just keep going.
And this brings us to the post-sale phase. Seriously, almost everyone ignores this, but it's where so much of the long-term value is built. See, the goal isn't just to make a single sale. It's to maximize the lifetime value of every customer you bring in.
Their journey with you doesn't end when they click buy. Now's your chance to deepen the relationship. You can offer them a more advanced version of what they just bought. That's an upsell. Or maybe suggest a related product that would help them even more. That's a cross-sell. The ultimate goal here is to turn that one-time buyer into a raving fan, a true brand ambassador who tells everyone about you.
So if there's one big mistake you absolutely have to avoid, it's building a cold funnel, one that feels robotic, mechanical, and impersonal. An effective funnel is packed with your personality. It feels authentic, and it's never just done. It's a living thing that you are constantly testing, learning from, and making better.
And that really leads us to the most important thing I want you to take away from all this. The real secret to a funnel that works isn't about what software you use or what template you copy. It's having a deep, genuine, empathetic understanding of your customer, their problems, their worries, and their biggest dreams.
Let me leave you with this idea because it really is the secret sauce. A truly great funnel feels like a one-on-one conversation that you're having, just scaled up with technology. So when you sit down to write your emails or build your sales page, don't imagine you're talking to a faceless crowd. Picture one single person and just write to them. That is how you build a connection that actually works.
So there you have it, the complete blueprint from that first hello all the way to creating a customer for life. The only question left is, are you ready to start building your own automated sales machine?